Hi everyone, let's talk about my antenna. This is the gray Hoverman television antenna. Hopefully you can see this. I build these in my shop. They're an excellent receiver. I built these because most commercial antennas really don't work so well. These are heavy duty, solid copper elements, aluminum backbones, stainless steel hardware. This is PVC, it's lumber. It's a house trim. And it lasts forever. It doesn't deteriorate. This material is a cage material. It's steel. Let me come around here. And it's a reflector. It reflects the signals. Now I mount this on a pole. I have two. I have one up high and I have one down low. And you can see this one looks directly through a group of trees. Same with the top antenna. The pole is 3/4 inch electrical conduit. It's metal. It's cheap. I don't think this thing costs $3 for 10 feet. I attached it to a post I put in the ground, and I have my two wires. They come down into a splitter because I have two antennas. And that goes into one line. Down here, the mast, whatever you mount your antenna on, it's probably going to be metal. You need to ground your mast. So I ran both of these wires underground. They come underground over to this box. Most people have a box like this. It's where your cable would come in, the satellite used to come in here. Internet comes into a box like this. My single line comes up from underground and feeds out to two lines that feed into the house, feeding two separate TVs. The green wire here is a ground line. Now, almost every one of these boxes in the world are on the same side as the electric meter because this is very important. Down underground you can't see it, but you can see there are wires here. They run underground. There's a ground rod here, and that's driven 8 or 10 feet in the ground. The power company puts that in, and this is your main house ground. Your antenna must, here's my antenna ground, it must ground to that ground rod. You cannot ground it anywhere else. You'll cause voltage problems. There are several other things. This is an old house. There's got to be 5 phone lines coming into this house. So I just grounded everything back down here. But basically installation is simple. Like I said, I use that post and the conduit pole. And as you can see, this is only 6-7 feet off the ground. The upper antenna is 8 to 10 feet high. And I'm looking through trees, and it's the power of this type of antenna that it works so well at grasping the signals here in Florida that this is why I sell them. They work well, and they do a really fantastic job of holding on to the signal. I don't have it fading in and out or digitizing or anything like that. But the installation can be simple. Now, if you want to put it on the roof, that's up to you. Good luck. Uh, I don't install the antennas, I build them and I sell them. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I really don't want to climb around on roofs and ladders. But you can do this simply. There are articles on my website that I made up about placing the antenna, finding the right spot. I, I provide tools to figure out where to point, what stations you can expect to receive, and good luck. If you have questions, text me, email me, call me, see my website. I'll put a link in the, I'll put a link somewhere here so you can find it. But if you're seeing this, you're probably on my website or Facebook or somewhere. And you don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's very simple. It just takes a little time. One of the most important things I tell people to do is do a little bit of legwork. Find out what stations you're getting, which way to point. Find a good location in your yard if you want to mount on the roof. Oh, one thing I want to say is no matter where you mount your antenna, you run your line back here. Everything must ground to that box. I don't care where you put your antenna. It has to ground to that box, and it has to ground to that ground rod that's buried underground here. Some are exposed. Sometimes if you have an older house, it could be attached to a water pipe. Uh, there are a lot of different ways. You have to investigate. And good luck, people. Thank you for watching.